Hello everyone, my name is Emily and I'm an intern at California Native Garden Foundation. So today we will be learning about how to grow your own food, the importance of growing your own food, and specifically how to grow Sungold cherry tomatoes. So Sungold cherry tomatoes are a perfect first food plant to start with. You will get a ton of cherry tomatoes that you can use in salad, pasta, or anything you like. So Sungolds produce from late June through September. They are regarded as the sweetest tomato ever, and they get their name from their color. So you notice how vibrant these tomatoes are and how they're bright and orange, just like the sun. So let's talk about the best way to grow a Sungold cherry tomato plant. Well, first, you need to find a space where it's nice and sunny. These tomato plants thrive in the summer heat. Second, make sure that you water it deeply at least once a week, because while tomato plants are drought tolerant, they still require some moist soil. And also, it's important to invest in a tomato cage. So a tomato cage will keep the tomato plant from becoming too bushy, and instead it could grow out like a vine so you can access your tomatoes a lot easier. Alright, so let's figure out how we know when they're ready to be harvested. So if you could see here, these are green, so they're not entirely ready. But what we can see here is that this is starting to turn a nice orange. It's getting there, but it's not quite ready yet. Okay, and then what we have here is a nice bright orange tomato. You see that? So that one is ready to be picked. So when you go through your tomato plant, it's really important to pick off the ripe fruit so that promotes more growth for fruit. Another thing is where you see these dead branches or these dead leaves, it's important to also cut them off because it promotes new growth. So a lot of this tomato plant is constantly having the time to harvest it, to take care of it, and also cutting off dead growth. Alright, let's talk about why is it important to grow our own food, especially as we're living in the city. So growing your own food, number one, it increases healthy eating. Why go to the supermarket to buy these cherry tomatoes when you can have them right in your backyard? So it makes it a lot easier to have access to healthy food. Second, it lets you control and know where your food is coming from. So in the supermarket, you don't know what kind of pesticides or GMOs they use to grow their produce. Now, GMOs stand for genetically modified organisms. What that means is that the seeds sometimes are breeded a certain way so that pesticides don't harm them. And then pesticides are used to kill off pests or insects that are harmful to the plant, but because of the chemicals they have, they could also affect your health as well. So it's really important to know where your food is coming from. And when you grow your own food, you know what you're using on these plants. Third, it helps you save money. With this one plant, you can grow so many cherry tomatoes that you wouldn't have to buy in the store, you wouldn't have to use gas to get to the store. It's nice because it's right in your backyard. And lastly, it helps you connect more with nature, especially when you live in a city like San Jose, for instance. Access to nature, to greenery, is really important because it helps with your mindfulness, it helps understand where your food is coming from, and it really brings us all back to our roots. And it's empowering also to know that you're able to grow your own food. So start small, grow what you want when you have a green space, and just make sure that you really are setting a space for yourself to have these green spaces so you can connect to nature. So thank you for joining us here at CNGF, and make sure that if you want to learn more about native plants and the environment, to look at all the other videos in this channel. We hope you have a great day and happy growing!